ready.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Let's turn down the music just a little bit, and we'll make a decision here. We are going to stay with E4 today. Yesterday we had a very successful day with F4. It was quite lovely and refreshing yesterday. So we are going to be playing a Caro-Kann, Panov Botvinnik attack. We're going to isolate this pawn on D5, or they're going to isolate my pawn on D4, or both. Wow, the E6 system I always find is the hardest to play. And now for something completely different. These are all standard, very standard positions where we're going to fight for the E5 square as an outpost, the open file. Black is going to try to get his pieces out. I'm going to try to expose that weakness on E7 for what it is. Really? Can he play this move so easily? Let's see, if I play ED5, takes, bishop takes. Let's get adventurous. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see how much we can get away with all the tension flying and these two pieces still out of the game and this rook ready to enter at any moment. We will see. We will see.
Now words.
Good morning, no words.
Hello there.
How are you? It is always great to see you, no words. And now for something else that is completely different.
Now words.
We're just going to keep
Said.
piling it up.
I'm good, and you?
Things could always be better. I had a very serious, randomly difficult technical session. Okay, so now I don't really want to give anything up, and I don't want a weak back rank, so let's just go for it. Let's go for the weaknesses. A little too little, a little too late. In this position, if you were black,
Check.
would you believe for 1 minute that you could play a move other than the move that is played? Alrighty then.
Check. Check. Victory.
Well, that was very, very, very crazy. I don't know how much of that attack was sound. But let's go back. We'll check our own opening buck as well while we're at it. We're a little behind on the E4s, eh? By about 26, if that's true. If this is true, we need to play about 3 tournaments worth of E4 over D4. So I already started slipping with Bishop G5. And Rook E5 is almost all in.
Kingslayer slow.
So now we're trapped in
Have joy.
Namaste, namaste, Rogan.
We'll be lost in limbo till our brains start to scramble then.
How are you, bud? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
New message for you.
Oh, we have to change that. We have to change that one of these turns. So we're threatening rook takes, so this is a very natural move. Now I'm still all in. Perhaps this was more to the point, because then I can capture. Capture, capture. Yeah, there's no doubt that knight to d4 is probably better. Makes sense. Queen to d2. I'm a little worried after queen to d2. This pawn is just such a pain for that bishop. And now rook e6 does work, but not after a4. And now it does work again.
Check.
Bishop g6 is mildly the same. Queen h7, rook takes f3. Yeah, I didn't really want that to happen. So now queen f6 by black, and I have a whole lot of nothing because they have g5. And queen f2. And I'm just like... I'm like sucking. Everyone should notice that defensive pattern. There's just nothing here. And unfortunately, he didn't find it. So now I'm all in. He needs to play rook takes f3. Can I just play that and win? Queen f6 is still rather devastating. No? So let's take a look at this bishop to e4. Good morning, no words.
Now words.
Said.
What an
Doing the mic
entrance.
thing again.
Oh no, I did look at that briefly late last night, but I was having a different issue with my camera this morning. Hold on one second. Let's see what the short break screen looks like for a moment here. That's a terrible window, right? Isn't it? Isn't this a terrible window? Anyway, for those coming in with Rogan, I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. We have a new camera, unfortunately. So therefore, it requires a lot of tweaking. As it turns out. Let me do that real quick because we are suffering from some technical difficulties. Ah! Is that how he does it? Is he really doing that? Is Eric Rosen really making a big screen camera and he just puts his board over it? That's hard to believe. Can you imagine how obnoxious you'd have to be?
Now words.
Said. AHH Big Sensei.
No, I have a small emergency. I can hear it in the background and I'm
John
trying to
looks so
take
clear.
a break. I don't like it one bit. Let's do that. And that. And that's the end of it, I think. Or what about this screen? Ah! I like it better. There's only one thing I would change if I could change anything.
Jury goose.
What in the world?
Said. Are you wearing a trilby?
Now words.
Said.
I'm looking
If you
for
look back screen the board was clipping the word B.
a trilby. Oh. No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. I just need to fix something very quickly here. And I need about 2 seconds. I'm going to fix this camera in a minute.
Now words.
Said. Oh no, Sensei is gone, whatever shall we do?
Now words.
Said. Wow, forgot my name.
Now words.
Said. Still does not know my name.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Who is no words.
Now words.
Said. I lost Noah.
All right, the good news is everything is okay. Bad news is I may not be able to stream for that long after this event is over, so let's get back to what we're doing so we can at least get a couple more games in. The grandson, I don't know if you could hear him in the background, but everything is okay. And we have to check on the clipping noise. I will re-watch the stream as well without the clip. And I'll also watch it on YouTube to see if it's also happening on YouTube. It could be that the gain is up too much. Let's turn down the gain a little bit. Duel, no words. There you go. Duel, no words, 1, 2, 3. Jerry Goose, good morning.
Now words.
Said. It's defiantly some software issue but not sure what is causing it.
Well, I also have the issue where, and I can also check that because we'll do a couple of test streams right after this. I will take my wife to the train station. This is a professional day for my school. Judith Fuchs, by the way, I believe this is somebody actually messaged me. It might even be in the previous YouTube video where someone said, do you know her? How do I get a hold of her? Yada, yada, yada. And I was like, nah, nobody would ever want to really get a hold of Judith Fuchs, right? But obviously, this person perhaps had not heard of Google, social media, or other things. If you really did want to track someone down, it is possible through the Federation. But you would certainly have to be a little bit more discreet. Let's do it this way so we don't have an overlapping widow. For those not seeing the widow, it was right here. Widow also exists there. 90%, 100%. I love it.
Now words.
Said. Just checked on YouTube as well.
And the verdict is... How often is it happening? Is it happening every word, or is it the music, do you think? Let's switch out music services. While we're at it, let's switch out music services. Or let's not use a music service for a moment. Just for a moment. We'll see if we can get by without music.
Now words.
Said. Everyone once and a while not the music prop some
Ready.
encoder problem.
Yeah, could it be a noise gate? I'm curious. I just have to search it up. I did want to answer with something other than,
Now words.
but I did want to give the Budapest a little bit of a whirl
Play your
here.
game first.
So I had a really crazy Eric Rosen-like spiel the other day that I wanted to get in, where I tried to play bishop to c5, e3, d6.
Check.
Let's see what the fellow's up to. I kind of like it when the opponent cannot play what they're supposed to be playing. How long can I do it? What does one think? How long can I wait? Can I hold out before this becomes an issue or a priority? Bishop g5. I'm really not a huge fan of losing track of time, to be honest. So what is the threat? A3? Is A3 the real threat in this position? A3, bishop d6, c5. This is a normal fork. Sort of defeats the purpose. Alright, let's just keep on moving then. Then we have knight f5 as well. So we're getting a little bit of the roundabout here. I'm also lower on time by a minute. So if we're going to make this game count for this arena, we better get booking. I still have a way across to the king side with rook a5, rook g5, and that's really what I was interested in when I first started to play a5. Oh, can I do it? No, this doesn't really do anything, does it? This just seems insane. But it looks cool. We're getting ready to cover that square. Just in case. And now he does seem to get it in. So we'll see. We'll see what the action is. Whoa! Judith. That's not cool. Fine. Oh no, now we're losing a material? How much material am I losing? The exchange. I'm losing the exchange. Things could always be worse. Things could always be worse. We could get a whirlwind attack, but we might not get it before the end of this arena, which is really sad. Wow. Can I? In for a penny? In for a pound. Certainly I would have taken the exchange just to see what's up and what's what. Wow. Again? We're gonna have to keep attacking. Now let's just take it one ride at a time here. Exchange, sacrifice.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said.
Check.
Damn, that Olaf dude played with 95% accuracy.
Don't you hate it when that happens? And now for something completely indifferent.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. On Berserk, what a lad.
Olaf, yeah?
Check.
Oh no!
Check.
Am I down the exchange, or is it worse than the exchange? That is the question.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said.
I think it's
I must
worse
be
than the
playing shit
exchange.
well.
Can I? Can I afford this? I don't think I can afford it. I can't afford that either.
Time is running out.
Yeah. That I do know.
Check. 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 Check.
Oh no.
Check. 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 Draw.
When you hang a rook, you got to do what you can. He ruined my winning streak, unfortunately. There's no way of knowing what the winning streak was, but good work. Good work, Aquila.
Congratulations for the top 10.
Cheers. I kind of like the robot voice. I wish I could change it, right? Wouldn't it be nice if you had a choice of different things? Good morning, Roken. So how did Roken do? Did Roken play? What? He played one game against Olaf. And he ran into the one
Now
chess.com streamer.
Said. Properly some extension that does that.
Let's see here. Olaf is playing a pretty normal game. He berserked. That's dubious. Nobody would really ever play that. I don't know if we see the irony in what's happening here. Why are we moving our pieces backwards? We're asking to get crushed here. I mean, we only have a couple of choices. Either bothering him on the king side, the queen side, the center, or the... Bothering him on the queen side, the center, or the queen side. Queen side or king side. This is a very realistic threat. I don't see any reason with going forward in either case. Knight on e to g4 or knight to c6. But knight on g to e7, you're asking to get crushed. Now you're down not just one piece, but you're down a rook and a knight. And you don't really want to capture either. I think we have to counterattack. Can we counterattack? There's no reason to let his rook in on the deal. So we still have to counterattack, but we're still losing a pizza. We were losing a pizza last move, and we're losing a pizza this move. So we might as well lose just one pizza. This is not a hard move to find, taking a piece with a pawn. And this is not a hard move to find either. This looks quite lovely. Everything is covered. And then we have another not so hard to find move. Either knight to c7 or knight to e7 check, winning a queen. Like, this is 95% accuracy if somebody sees knight to e7 and they have knight to e7.
Check.
I do appreciate Rogan playing in the arena, but he just has to realize that, well, this is a very interesting... Okay, there is a way out. We're down a queen. We can't afford to offer any exchanges, dude. Dudovich. I think we need to play a4. Oh, there it is. It's in the notes. It is in the notes that we have to play a4. Alexa, turn on Dojo. Is our camera a little too high? I feel like it is. Or maybe I'm just slouching. Maybe I'm just slouching. Maybe that's it. C'est la vie. I need to find the right spot for this microphone. Now that I've changed my camera setup, the microphone seems to be in the wrong spot. However, I love it. Making reference to my trilby again. Aren't you? Really, Moneypenny. Yeah, a4. Not to mention the fact that if you have a choice of exchanging pieces when you're down a queen, or even centralizing a knight, I would probably choose centralizing a knight every time. Even if I didn't see a4, and the opponent doesn't want to trade, he wants to take a free pawn. He's always got the trade with the king coming to the center instead of the rook coming to the center. The opponent is now officially up a queen in just a moment. All he has to do is get his pieces out. That's one job. Trade pieces. We don't want to trade pieces. This allows one more further exchange.
Check.
It was a tough call, I have to admit. Whether or not we throw in queen to d4 check first. Queen to d8 check if bishop g7. Because it looks like it's very close to mate here. Even if that fruitless knight check happens, right? So he just recaptures, but I feel like the other two moves are better. If I were playing, that 95% accuracy doesn't mean anything to me. Weakness. Weakness. Why resign now? Alright, let's check it out. 95% accuracy. But still, this is extremely a normal game. When you're basically laying out breadcrumbs for your opponent to follow. Free queen, free pawn, free exchanges. Rogan, man. No resistance in the defensive area whatsoever.
Player Sloan.
Said. Look, I know I was playing shit, but 95 on Berserk itself seems like a basis for him.
Now the 95 is very
on
misleading.
Lycus is
Alexa,
not a good
turn on
metric.
Dojo. Yeah, because it's, and I don't even think on chess.com the accuracy is very strict. Basically, I could recapture with my G pawn and it will be a structural weaknesses that is strategically losing the entire game, and the computer won't think that it's an inaccuracy.
Said, I don't trust the Lycus.
I think you don't mistrust the Lichess. Well, let's just say this way. I think the most recent podcast by Fabiano and company over whether or not you trust the... And I believe they were also referring primarily to
it's
chess.com.
so hard to report.
It's not that hard to report. You just need the... Let's go back. You need the link to the game. Where is it? I just need to make a copy of the URL. I don't have a window where I can copy a URL that easily.
Kingslayer Sloan
Said, they can't afford a cheat detection system.
Kingslayer Sloan
Said, caps lock.
Now words.
Said, Kingslayer Sloan hover over a person's name, hit triangle report and give reason.
And you include the Lichess link that I just said, right? So Olaf. We click on their name. And that's it. You basically click here.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Give the link.
Why can't they afford an automatic system?
They do have an automatic system. Most of the time people get caught cheating before the Lichess arena even exits. My personal favorite yesterday was... I'm not sure if he got banned for cheating or other things.
Kingslayer Sloan, they do have one.
But it happens before the thing even ends. And I've even reported... I remember I reported one by accident. He actually came into the stream, told me who he was, told me where he lived.
It's cause they are using a extension LOL.
And told me his last two. No, that fellow wasn't cheating though. This fellow wasn't cheating. This is not a computer move by far. This is not a computer move by far. Obviously, you want to think that Kramnik is in the house. But in general, Black is playing rather poorly.
Said,
the G4
now
bar
it's
is hanging.
123 if you have the point and a reason it's not automastic.
Like, this is also not a normal move. And also far from a computer move. Now, let's just say that he does start. Let's say he starts somewhere around here. When you get an absolutely strategically lost position. So right now, White is winning this game. What we need to do is blast through to the queen because we have a space advantage. So this is probably the hardest move to see, the fact that we're going to win a piece. Or we're going to win a piece. So this is the only move of the game, I think, that was difficult to find. And I think Rogan is just trolling us because he knows that he plays on the world's most renowned platform for amateurs and cheaters alike. And of course, this doesn't necessarily have to be as bad as it is. But I was wrong about D takes E5. I wouldn't play D takes E5 because it enhances this rook. I would probably try to exit stage left and batten down these hatches differently. But already this is coming in. Look at this position. Basically, if you really want to prove that someone is cheating, you actually have to play a chess game that doesn't resemble the mat in front of your front door that everyone walks over. So if you play a chess game that does not resemble a doormat, then you can probably accuse anyone of cheating with a 95% accuracy. But I would say when you play openings like this, where none of your pieces are developed, you're losing a piece by move 12, and no one had to see a move other than attacking a piece with a pawn, I think you're already in trouble. And you've activated your opponent's rook. And that seems to be the best move. So now we encourage further exchanges, and you did play the right move, at least with queen takes f6, bishop back, and now suddenly, for some strange reason, we get close to offering a trade of queens. Now remember, you are down a queen as black. And you're down a full piece as black to a higher rated opponent. Now, granted, the higher rated opponent would not be the higher rated opponent without the insinuations that Roken is making. But the lower rated opponent is definitely playing like the lower rated opponent should play. So, I have no sense of humor for accusations that someone, or inferences that someone is cheating. I think queen takes b2 might be a better move. Queen to d8, queen to e6, walking into this fork is really much better. This is the best move. Queen to e6. Trying to walk into knight takes c7. Or queen to a6, walking into knight c7. So we offer a trade of queens, which also happens to lose our queen. So the fellow has demonstrated in the order of their value how the pawn moves, attacking a piece, how the knight moves, forking the king and the queen, how the bishop moves, pinning the queen, pinning the knight to the queen while simultaneously attacking it with a pawn, and how the rook moves, bothering the queen along the file with the castling of queenside. So,
Check.
we couldn't have put up more resistance here. Was there any more resistance to give for our country? Maybe. But okay, it may not matter. We just need to invite the queen in on the square, right? And it looks like we're doing okay. Rook a6. Now there's a move. Ironically, in my last game, the Budapest that I was trying to get, this was the move that I wanted, right? Budapest. But this looks interesting, and black gives a chance to trade rooks again. And when they don't, black insists on trading rooks when we're down a queen. Now, mind you, after this exchange, it is a clean queen. I just want to mention that after this exchange, it is 2 minor pieces and a knight versus 2 minor pieces and a knight and 1 rook each. So we are down an entire queen. So all black really has to do in this position is trade pieces. So they just develop their rook. They threaten to trade bishops. They didn't even play the move that I thought they were going to play, right? Like, this is much lower rated player. Bishop h5 is not the reason I put my bishop on e2. I put my bishop on e2 in order to trade rooks. However, as it turns out, like, we can trade minor pieces in either respect. So bishop to h5, and finally he discovers this. We want to trade rooks. And even here, the opponent is hell-bent on trading, and hell-bent on trading when I would probably have played for even more than trading, as the computer recommendation is queen to d4. It's really a very unfortunate moment as the queen comes closer to the box, and it's not pretty. I'm not sure why we resigned here. Was really this pawn the last straw? Was that pawn really the last straw? Because even after this check and the king moves over, there's a little bit of work that needs to be done. So the opponent actually has to find a move like bishop back and bishop in to checkmate. So for example, after this, I would definitely have been considering this, or maybe they could have found the trail of breadcrumbs that comes and leads to the promised land. I would have loved to have seen that. That could have helped. We go ahead and report. We'll see what happens. So Olaf has played 40,000 games on Lichess. And he chose this moment versus a lower rated opponent to get assistance. And he has a sense of humor. Please contact only via Tinder. Likes to state stupid things while not playing chess. Well, all well and good. He's the world's natural bullet player. I think he's a great addition to the dojo. Absolutely hysterical. A few more guys like this. Is this his first one, too? Oh, I welcome him with open arms. He's got a better classical rating than I do, I think. He's got a decent chess 960. That is not an easy game to play. Is there an arena tournament that we can play? A 960 tournament? I would love to play a 960 tournament. So we don't have an arena tournament until 7 a.m. That is so far away. What about after that? I think 960 or freestyle really gets the shaft, honestly. Like, is this rated like 960 / freestyle, regardless of the time control, gets one flat rating, right? One flat rating across the board. Now, I have people coming to service our 11, 12. I want to see what the structure of these is. The weekly Rapid Arena begins at noon, and it runs for 4 hours. Can we afford to do that without blowing a massive hole in our lives? I don't think so. I think I will have to do some work for school today. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, custom. No, I don't want a custom. I want to see what's in the lobby. Is there a single?
Ready.
Here we go. Chess 960. So, weaknesses, weaknesses, weaknesses. Everything actually looks pretty good in this particular one. Let's just give it the old-fashioned college try. C4. We will build up slowly in the center. Might even get a pawn break in. Walla walla. Walla walla, walla walla. Immediate threat. Alrighty then. He is getting it back in just a moment, I believe. So let's not even bother ourselves. That's an even exchange. And my king is at the other side of this rainbow. My king is on the other side of this rainbow. Now, however, we've got something going here. Because we can offer an exchange. We can offer an exchange. And we get even further bothersome credentials here. Now, we didn't really win a pawn out of this deal at all. Let's just keep bothering because we can upset the sandstorm. We'll lock those knights out on both fronts. We're falling from the ashes. What is Slipstream, by the way? And he's putting more stuff on squares where we can attack it. Is this true? Is there a threat? There is an autoplan.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Autoplan here.
Said. So John, when are we doing a podcast next?
How about in 2 hours? Can we do it in 2 hours? Really, really short one. Let's do a really, really short one on upsets at Tata Steel and what causes upsets. And we're going to try to do it in less than 30 minutes, and you can go to sleep.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. I can.
All right. Perfect. So right now it is 6:30 for me. I drive my wife to the train station at 8 a.m. And I would say right when I come back from the train station, that would be idealistic. So do I want to do this or don't I? Let's just keep attacking. I'm going to keep attacking where my opponent lives. He has but one thing to do if he knows what's good for him, which I'm positive he does not. Taking from the Jack Black playbook of Tenacious D. My opponent, 5 plus 3 is torture. It really is. But I still have a question mark behind my name. Not enough games have been played to establish a rating. How many games do I need to play? All right, and we're off. I've got another one where that came from because none of his pieces seem to be able to reach this side of the board. That's the thing that bothers me more than anything else, is that none of his pieces have the ability to reach the promised land. And now we're diving in on 2 different fronts. We're diving in on this front and that front. So now the pawn has to take, right? So let's just keep up the threats. We're going to pretend as though we have even more to gain here. So what is the threat? 1 check, 2 check, 3 a check, 4 a check? I obviously cannot play what I wanted to play. So am I up any material? We have 2 bishops and a knight. He's got 2 knights and a bishop. So we're not up any material, but we do have the safer king. So what does it all amount to? Maybe what it amounts to is that this was not a good move. Queen to c3 was not a good move. So after this check, that check. Oops, I lost a pizza. Or did I? Maybe I didn't.
Check.
Oh, he didn't see it. Oh, he did see it. He just saw it differently than I saw it. He definitely saw it differently than I saw it. And he has an extra exchange. I have 3 minor pieces and a queen attacking. And he has 2 minor pieces and a rook defending. A rook. A rook. So he's threatening what? Mate in 2 or other exchanges. That's a bummer. If he plays this move, it is a bummer. Honey, I'm all in. I can't afford to be unprotected here. So therefore, where can we go? What does it all mean? I have to just try to barnacle.
Checkmate.
You lose.
Yeah, I got checkmated. I was getting checkmated on the other front too, by the way. Had he played this move, I was checkmated the other way. I just realized that I did not escape the checkmate on this side. Depending on how you want to do it. 124. Do we get any information on 124? Nothing, huh? New opponent. I don't really want another 5-3 game. So therefore, if we can spot one. This is half plus 0. That's not my thing. All right, so 8:30 it is, my time, on a Thursday morning. If we can do 8:30, what time is it for Rogan? I feel really terrible if it's that late. But obviously, the shoe's on the other foot this time because normally it's very late at night for me. Very, very, very late at night for me. Now this, I believe I'm supposed to have a subscription to Pretzel Rocks, honestly. I don't understand what's going on. So in theory,
Ready.
all right. So now we have let's see what we get out of this deal. How am I getting my queen out of this mess? That's what I want to know. Let's see if we want to offer him anything. Like simplicity. Am I getting pushed around here, sir? I don't know. But I'm getting to go where I want to go. What? We are unfurling in a manner in which I can reach the center. Am I getting trapped over there? No, I wanted to go back this way. I wasn't really after it. But we're just going to continue seeking and finding. Are you going to help me?
Check.
Is it safe enough yet? It seems a little iffy, but let's go for it. I like the pawn on e6. He's doing us a favor. Alright, well, he's got me there. It's a little less than what I wanted out of the deal. Uh-oh. We have to capture in this manner. And we have to throw in a checkup
Check.
before his queen gets into the game.
Check.
We have to get out of dodge.
Check.
Oh no. Are you really getting material out of this deal? Or are you just guessing?
Check.
I feel like he's just guessing. Returning the favor, eh?
Check.
Just returning the favor.
Check.
Let's give him a checkup, just to keep him honest. Oh, can I not do that?
Check.
Uh-oh. This could be
Check.
bad.
Victory.
This could be bad. 960. Getting some 960 feelers out. Wait, did we lose our question mark? I think we did finally lose our question mark. We popped our question mark. I feel like 5 plus 3 should be inviting enough for everybody here who's ever been invited. Tata Steel Chess Round 5, Abdu Satarov. Yes, and Prague. I was very happy that Prague also won. I'm really rooting for Prague and Nordebek. Both of them have interesting styles. Very, very interesting styles. We should do a Prague expose. Our heart will always be in Prague. Uh-oh, did we lose our challenge? Hold on. Back? Back? Create a game. Let's do it rated. Time control, what? Let's do rated 3 plus 3. And the variant is Chess 960. I love playing 960. Love, 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 love. Love playing 960 freestyle. Here we have a very similar issue to the last one. Let's see if we can get any offerings for our queen. Uh-oh. I'm very, very afraid. Am I worried? What, me worry? I don't think I'm worried. Am I castling on the queen side? How do we get to this square? We'll go about it this way. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! 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 We're trying our best, folks. We are. Is that check going to bother me? I don't think it is. But it could bother me. Could bother me a lot. So therefore, we're just going to continue, Bobby.
check,
We are just going to continue, Bobby. Slowly coordinating our bits. Is this a threat? We'll fix a weakness. Wow.
check,
Namaste, senor. Namaste indeed. Now, for something completely different. What do we get out of this deal? I don't know. I feel like his knight could have a better life. What's going on with the music? And why is it not on autoplay? Is it the choppiness of the audio? I definitely have to do that troubleshooting immediately afterwards. We're going to find out if it's the audio when I work with Rogan in 20 minutes. We have a French Bishop chess cast. FBCC. So he's forcing an exchange, or is he?
check, check, check,
Yeah, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, Queen to F7 just forces mate. Once all the possibilities are exhausted, Dr. Watson, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
check. You lose.
Did we really lose our question mark? That's crazy. I need to look at it in a new light, a new window. Where is my chestnut? We did lose it. We've gained 18 rating points. Can I get my queen out of dodge at all? Is it worth sacking in exchange? We'll see. And we're out of here. See you, folks. Giving up a center pawn for a wing pawn. This knight is not happy. Let's just put it that way. This knight is screaming at me. If you can't hear him in his tiny little horse's voice, this knight is screaming at me like crazy. Let's keep everything under control.
Check.
Yeah. Let's see if he captures the correct one. I am Vanya. Nice. And he didn't take the free pizza that was being offered. But maybe it wasn't a free pizza. Maybe that piece was trapped in the corner there. Let's get boogieing, folks. Let us get to boogieing. Can I? I don't know if I can. But we will find out in just a momento. Wow. Maybe that wasn't the best move. Getting hammered here, folks. I'm getting hammered.
Jury Goose
said, I'm back. How are the games going?
The games are suffering, to tell you the truth. The games are suffering, booby.
Check.
The games are suffering, booby. We're trying our best. So this knight, and then pawn. I'm being faced with all sorts of
You
mates.
lose.
Yep, I was being faced with all sorts of checkmates. Well, now, what else do we need? Ladies and gentlemen, Ron Hay. Has it started already? Has the event of the day started already? I don't see it. I never thought I would create a game, but there should be Chess 960 on the front page. Freestyle should become mainstream. It might be time for a 4x4 grid. Chess 960 for players that don't know how to set up the pieces, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear this.
Ready.
Oh no. Is that what I think it is?
Jury Goose.
Said. Milan Mirja passed away.
Yeah. It's always sad, it really is. Never a good thing. We'll keep our king side battened down over here. And now for something completely indifferent. Keep his knight at bay a little bit. Pawn breaks are the soul of chess. Organizing an effective pawn break.
Jury Goose.
Said. Chess 960 shows who has the best chess principles LOL.
Check.
My favorite principle was the one in high fidelity. Or, the funniest principle was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yes, he can stuff me.
Jury Goose.
Said. High Fidelity had Jack Black in it, right? I wanna make sure I got the right movie in mind.
Jack Black, the GOAT. Can I go with this? So did I get away with that or did I not? Told me once, but I forgot. Here's another way of ironing out his central location. What in the world, sir? Do you think you're doing? Queen to f6? I don't like it. But we will pretend like we are doing it, Bobby. What? Rook to the 7th, booby. We're just diving in, folks. No reason to bother us here. We're just diving in. Let us know when you see anything that you're interested in.
I'm curious, have you ever gotten a DGT board to play online with, or do those not appeal to you at all?
I have set up DGT boards for students. I had a student who later became an international master in Connecticut.
Check.
And it was rather useful. My question to you is, do you think you're getting anything out of this? Or is this all a joke to you, Bobby?
Check.
The winner is... Where are you going? And what does it all mean? And does it mean anything? Rook check, king moves, knight check, king up, and we're on our way. He was threatening that one as well.
Victory.
That's what I had to do. 1866, the year Steinitz played Anderson in a match. Uh-oh, we're running out of coffee. This could mean the end of things as we know it. Let's just do the control in the center routine, yeah? Brings his queen out early. I love it. You gotta love a guy that knows what he wants out of life. That is a little bit annoying. But we will continue to do a reconnaissance for space. Not quite enough support. Now that the rook is guarded, this queen is looking a little funny, booby. So is he threatening this again? Looks like we have a nice positional advantage. So do we take the free pawn or do we push? I feel like we should take the free pawn. Let's see if we can exchange some advantages here. Whoa! We definitely saw some advantages that we could exchange. Let's centralize our king for this endgame. And what are we doing here? Yep. And now we're ready to continue centralizing. Now, how do we drop in on him? Tempting. Very, very tempting. Is it even better now? feel like a mass of pawns here would be very useful. We're getting 2 pawns for the piece. We could get 3 pawns for the piece. Bishop takes, bishop takes. Everything is still takes, takes. Let's park our bishop there for the moment. Infinite patience, folks. Like infinite jest. You can't come up with a plan to checkmate me in 2 moves? There's nothing here, folks? Nothing to see? Everything is protected, appropriately enough. Uh-oh. Our opponent forgot about our one major goal in life, which was to be up material.
Victory.
And he got very frisky. Well, I don't really have time for another one, as it turns out. Needless to say, we can take a quick peek at... Wait, who is Yumi? We are... Is there a streamer that I don't know about? What do you think, everyone? Is it worth it? Who can guide the raid? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, No Words, my YouTube playlist. Please check out No Words wherever he may roam. My YouTube playlist, and most recently the Anand playlist. Very important to check out the Godfather of Chess. All right, let's just drop in on someone we've never dropped in on before. Why not? Thank you all for being here. Well, if I knew how to spell.
Jury Goose.
CYA.
No! Stick around for the raid! I've never seen this streamer before, but she seems like she has a lot of energy, and she may or may not deserve it. Alright, please check her out. Stick around. Thank you so much. Jerry Goose, great to see you, sir. Sorry that I almost didn't stream this morning. Had some technical issues.
Time to get in the raid car.
That's right. Everybody pile in. Shotgun. All right. Well, we're out of here regardless. With 2 viewers of the 4. C'est la vie. Super Potzer, Kingslayer Sloan, yada yada yada. Have a great day, everyone. I will see Kingslayer Sloan in 1 hour and 15 minutes.